Hello everyone, this is Rakesh here and once again welcome to the MyPLSQL tutorial. In this tutorial we are going to understand what exactly the loop, why exactly we require the loop and what are the types of loop available in the PLSQL programming. Okay, so these are the topic which we are going to discuss in this session. So let's begin. So guys, let's start our discussion with the very basic question, which is nothing but your what exactly the loop in the PLSQL programming. So what exactly the loop in the PLSQL programming? So it is a kind of mechanism which is used to execute same piece of code multiple times. So that is nothing but your loop. Okay, so let me repeat once again. If you wanted to execute same piece of code in your program, then you have to go with the loop. So that is nothing but your loop. Okay, now why exactly we required the loop? Because I wanted to execute same piece of code multiple times, so that is the reason we required the loop. Correct. Now what are the types of loop available in the programming, PLSQL program, that we'll see in a moment. But let's understand this with the help of one example, what exactly the loop. Okay, so as you can see on your screen, this is my PLSQL block. Okay, now if I will ask you one simple question, boss, can you print this line 100 times or 1 million times? Then what you will do? You will simply write 100 time or 1 million time? No, I do not want this. I want some other alternative in which I just simply write only one line and it will print 100 time or 1 million time. Then what exactly you need to do? You need to write the loop, and inside that loop you have to write only single line, which is nothing but your this line. This line you need to write, and that loop will run 100 time or 1 million time and it will print it. Correct. So whatever the range you will specify, that many time it will print it. So that is nothing but your loop. Okay guys, so I hope you have understood what exactly the loop. So loop is nothing but if you wanted to execute some piece of code, for example this piece of code, if you wanted to execute 100 times or multiple times, then you have to go with the loop. Okay guys, so this is all about the loop. So guys, now let's understand what are the types of loop available in the PLSQL programming. So the very first loop, which is nothing but your basic loop. Okay, now next loop, which is nothing but your for loop, and the next loop, which is nothing but your while loop. So how many types of loop available? Three types of loop available: basic loop, for loop and the while loop. Okay, now let's see the syntax of the basic loop, for loop and the while loop. Okay, so let me start with the very basic thing, and the very first thing, which is nothing but your basic loop. Okay, so how exactly it will work and what exactly the syntax of this basic loop is? As you can see on your screen, this is the syntax of the basic loop, and let's understand this syntax. Okay, so you can see over here I have written loop, and then inside that I have written the if condition, and inside if condition I have written the exit keyword, and after that I have ended the loop. Okay, so this is a keyword, this is my if condition, this is entire if condition, and this is my again keyword for the my loop. Okay, so whatever the logic I wanted to write, that logic I will write over here somewhere, over here or over here somewhere. Okay, and this is if condition is also some kind of logic. Correct. So in a similar way we will write whatever the logic we wanted to write. Correct. Now how exactly it will work, this basic loop? So what it will do, it will come over here, whenever the control will come over here, so it will check this keyword, it's loop, so it will consider the loop. Okay, now after that, once it is execute this line, it will come inside that, it will check what is the condition, whether this condition is true or false. If it is true, then it will execute this line exit. Okay, otherwise what it will do, it will come over here somewhere, over here it will come and it will execute that piece of code. And once that all the lines over here got executed, then again it will come over here, and again it will come over here, and again it will come over here, again it will check the condition, and if it is true, then only then it will go inside this, otherwise it won't go inside, and keep on doing like this. And as soon as this condition is got true, then what exactly it will do, it will execute this exit, and over here exit will play a important role. Okay, and what is the role of the exit? Exit is nothing but it is used to break the loop. Okay, so as soon as this condition is true, at that time this will be get executed and this loop will be get break. Okay, if this condition is never true, or it will never be going inside this if condition, then this loop never will end. Okay, so we have to compulsorily make it this condition in a such a way so that at some moment this condition will be get executed and this exit keyword will be get executed, so that we can break this loop. Okay, so I hope you have understood what exactly the exit keyword. So exit keyword is nothing but it is used to exit the loop. Okay, and in what condition we need to exit this loop? So in this condition, whatever the condition you have specified, in that condition it will be get executed, and this condition we can customize or we can make it as per our requirement, and it differs to program and logic to logic. Okay, so this is all about the basic loop. So in short, what I can say that over here, this is a keyword, this is a keyword, this is a keyword, and inside that we have to write one if condition so that it will exit at some moment. Okay, now moving on to the next loop, which is nothing but your for loop, and the for loop syntax is nothing but, you can see over here, this is the syntax of the for loop. Over here this is a keyword, and over here the variable name you need to mention, and after that you need to mention the range, like this. For example, 1.10 means I'm executing or I'm looping this loop 10 times. Okay, so that you need to specify. After that again you need to mention the keyword, again you need to mention this keyword, and whatever the logic you wanted to write, that you need to write over here somewhere. So what it will do, it will come over here, it will check the value over here, and it will execute 10 times. So this variable's value keep on incrementing as many times as this loop is getting executed. So first it will come over here, after that it will come over here, after that it will come over here, and again it will come over here, again it will come over here, like this, keep on executing, like this, keep on executing till whatever the variable's value, okay, it will automatically get incremented by 1, okay, automatically, and it will loop 10 times. You can see over here I have given the range. So in short, simply I can say that it will execute whatever the range you have specified over here. That many times this piece of code, whatever the you have written over here, that will be get executed. Okay, over here you can mention 100, 1 million, whatever the you wanted to make the range, that you can make it over here. Okay, so this is all about the for loop. Now moving on to the next loop, which is nothing but your while loop, and the syntax of the while loop is nothing but this one. Okay, over here you need to use the keyword while, okay, and then you have to mention over here inside the open bracket and close bracket over here some condition. Okay, and again then this is a keyword, this is a keyword, and this is a keyword, and whatever the logic you wanted to write, that logic you need to write it over here, and this will execute till how many times? Till this condition is true. So this condition is true, till that time this keep on moving and keep on executing. Okay, and as soon as this condition is break, this loop will also get break, and somewhere over here the control will come to the next line of your loop. Okay, so this is all about the loop, and these are the only loops available in the PLSQL programming. Now let's understand this with the help of one example. Okay, so let me start with a very basic thing, and the basic loop, which is nothing but you can write over here loop like this, and then over here after that you need to write over here end of loop. This is the syntax, correct? You can see over here this is the syntax. Now after that what you need to do, you need to write over here some logic. So this logic I have written, and at what condition I wanted to break this loop. So I wanted to break this loop when variable value is greater than 10. Okay, at that time I wanted to exit, correct? So what I need to do over here, I need to use the exit keyword, correct? Exit keyword. So over here as soon as this variable's value will become more than 10, then at that time it will execute this one and it will go out of go out of loop. Okay, so that we need to mention it over here. Now over here you can notice the one thing, I haven't incremented this one, so we have to increment this one also, correct? So how we can increment this variable? This is how you can increment, correct? So what it will do, whatever value I have over here, it will do the plus, keep on doing incrementing by 1. Okay, so let me run this, or let me explain this one first and then we will go one by one. Okay, so let me indent it properly so that we will understand properly. Okay, so let's say for example I have written some piece of code over here. After that the control came over here. So what it will do, it will check what is the value of my variable 1. So initially my variable 1 value is 0. So is it 0 is greater than 10? No, it is not true. So this exit keyword won't be get executed and it will come over here and it will print this line. Okay, after that what it will do, it will execute this piece of code. So if I will execute this piece of code, then what internally will happen over here, 0 plus 1, and this 0 plus 1 is what, 1, correct? And same thing will be get assigned over here. So 1 will be get stored into the variable 1. Okay, after that control will come over here, again it will come over here, again it will check whether what is the value of my variable 1. Variable 1 is having right now 1, correct? So it will check 1 is greater than 10. No, it is not greater than 10. So this won't be get executed. Again it will come over here, again it will do the calculation, this calculation, which is nothing but your what is the variable 1's value. Variable 1's value is nothing but this one. Okay, 1, and if I will do the 1 addition in that variable, then it becomes over here 2. So now variable 1 having my value is 2. Again it will come over here. Again after that from over here to it will come over here. Over here it will come over here. Again it will check whether the 2 value is greater than 10 or not. It is not greater than 10. So again it won't be get executed, and again it will come over here. Again it will do the same calculation and it will keep on doing till my value is not 11. Okay, so at one moment my variable 1's value will become 11. So as soon as this becomes 11, so this condition is true, correct? So this will be get executed, and as soon as this will be get executed, so whatever the piece of code I have written over here, so let's say for example I have written over here this piece of code I have written over here. So at this line it will come, so I am out of loop. Okay, at this line it will come and it will execute. So so as soon as this exit keyword will be get executed, the control will come over here. Okay, so this is how it will work. So let me run this piece of code. So you can see over here, let me write it over here, this variable 1. Okay, so you can see over here, 10 times this line, whatever the line I have written over here, that got executed. You can see over here 0 to 10. Okay, and after that this line got executed. So you can see over here same got executed. Okay, you over here keep on running, and whenever this condition is false, at that time only the control came over here and it executed this one. Okay, so this is how the basic loop will work. Okay guys, so I hope you have understood. Now let me remove this one. Okay, and let me remove this one. Now let me write the next loop, which is nothing but your for loop. Okay, so for loop, how we need to write over here? We need to write over here for keyword, and then we have to specify the variable name over here, and we need to specify the range. So I am specifying the range 1 to 5. Okay, and I am printing over here. So I am printing over here this one. Okay, I'm inside the loop. Okay, and let me print over here this variable also. So now you will notice this variable 1 will be get incremented automatically. Okay, so how exactly it will work? So it will come over here, the control will come over here, so it will have the value 1, so it will first time print 1. Again the control will come over here, again it will go to the over here, and it will be increment the value 2, and again the come over here, again it will come over here, again it will come over here, and it will keep on incrementing till the my value is not 6. Okay, so 5 times it will be get executed, and the value of this variable will be get incremented every time by 1. Okay, so this is how it will work, and the logic of the all loop, okay, all loop will be same every time. It will be get incremented in certain condition, it will be get executed, and in certain case it will be out of loop. Okay, so this is how it will be get work. Okay, so let me run this program. So what exactly the problem over here? So there is some problem over here. So let me run over here. So some problem is there. I think this, what is the syntax of the for loop? For, and then variable name, and then in, and then end of loop. So that is what we need to write it, correct? Over here, sorry, this is the problem. So this is the problem we have made, and now it will be get printed. So yes, so let me execute this one. So you can see over here 1 2 3 4 5, this got executed, and this is this ran 5 times. You can see over here 1 2 3 4 5 6, and once this 5 came, then only then the control came over here and it print over here. So this is how it will work, guys, for loop. Now moving on to the next loop, which is nothing but your while loop. And in the while loop, what exactly we will do? We will make like this variable 1, and then over here I wanted to execute 15 times. Okay, so this is the only syntax of the while loop, correct? This is the syntax of the while loop. So you can see over here. Now this is again this while loop is also working in the same way as the my basic loop or my for loop. So this will keep on executing till this condition is true. So very first time the value is nothing but 0, so it will check the whether the 0 is less than 15 or not. If it is less than 15, then it will come inside and it will execute whatever the logic I wanted to execute. And after that, what we need to do, we need to increment this value, so that it will increment, and it will increment value, and at certain moment it will be get out, because I wanted to make this value false at certain moment, so that it will break. Otherwise, if I will not do this, then it will keep on running and keep on running, and it will go into the infinite loop. So that I do not want. Okay, so this we have to do. So in short, what I can say, that whenever this condition is false, at that time this while loop will be get break, and this control will come over here at this line. Okay, and as soon as this condition is true, then it will come inside this. So this condition is false, then the control will break, while loop will be break, and the control will come over here, and if it is true, then it will go inside this and it will keep on executing. Okay, so let me clear this one and let me run this one. What exactly, again I have done the mistake over here. I have to write over here something like this. So you can see over here, you can see over here. So this is how the while loop will work, and the utility of the while loop, for loop, basic loop, and all stuff we are going to see in the upcoming videos more. Okay, and you will come to know and you will get the confidence on the loop in the upcoming videos. Okay guys, and one more last thing I just wanted to tell you guys, that if you like this video, and if you wanted to support me, then please hit the like button, and if you wanted to get the regular notification on my videos, then please press the bell icon button and do the all notification on, and subscribe this channel. Thank you so much for watching for the video. Bye bye, take care.